Goalkeeper Andriy Lunin, who had been a starter and a key player in Real Madrid's Champions League campaign since Thibaut Courtois' serious injury, will not travel with the team to the final of the competition. The Ukrainian showed symptoms of flu and, to avoid possible contagion among the other players and members of the coaching staff, it was decided that he will not participate in training and will not accompany the delegation on the trip scheduled for this Thursday. Lunin's absence is a significant blow to the team, who were counting on his assured performance under the sticks at such a crucial time of the season. The technical committee will now have to review their options for the goal, looking for a solution that maintains the team's defensive solidity in the Champions League decision. Just 3 days before the highly anticipated Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund, a new concern has emerged for Real Madrid. Andriy Lunin, the goalkeeper who took over for much of the season after Thibaut Courtois' serious injury, was left out of the third consecutive training session this Wednesday due to flu. According to Spanish newspaper Marca, Lunin will also be spared the trip to London, scheduled for this Thursday, in order to avoid the risk of contagion among members of the Real Madrid delegation. The precaution aims to guarantee the health and physical integrity of the other players and the coaching staff at such a critical time. The Merengue team's plans, as reported, are for Lunin to travel separately to London on Friday or Saturday, depending on his recovery. This strategy allows the goalkeeper to continue his treatment and recovery without compromising the team's collective preparation. Lunin's absence from training and his delayed travel add an element of uncertainty to Real Madrid's preparations for the final. The coaching team, led by Carlo Ancelotti, will have to adjust their training plans and consider goal alternatives, ensuring the team remains focused and well-prepared to face Borussia Dortmund in what promises to be an epic clash in the Champions League decider. Andriy Lunin played a crucial role during the knockout stage of the Champions League, with decisive performances that helped Real Madrid overcome strong opponents such as RB Leipzig and Manchester City. His solid performance under the sticks ensured the confidence of the coach and fans during the prolonged absence of Thibaut Courtois, who was sidelined with a serious injury. However, Real Madrid's goal situation was complicated recently by Lunin's flu. Although he was a starter for much of the European season, Lunin now faces an additional challenge with his health, which could impact his availability for the final. Meanwhile, Thibaut Courtois, Real Madrid's regular starting goalkeeper, is now recovered and available to play. Courtois made his return to action in the 34th round of the Spanish Championship after 9 months of recovery and has since participated in 4 matches. His experience and quality are indisputable, but Lunin's recent flu adds a new element to the decision about who will start in goal in the Champions League final. The doubt about the lineup for the decision remains, with Real Madrid's coaching staff considering all factors before making a final decision. Lunin's clinical condition could be a determining factor, influencing whether he will be fit to compete at the level required for a Champions League final. If Lunin is not fully recovered, Courtois is the natural choice, given his track record of decisive performances and his experience in high-pressure games. This situation creates an interesting dilemma for coach Carlo Ancelotti, who must balance Lunin's recent form with the need to ensure the goalkeeper is in perfect physical and health condition for the match. Regardless of who is chosen to start in goal, Real Madrid need a safe and reliable performance to increase their chances of lifting the trophy against Borussia Dortmund. The news about Andriy Lunin's absence from the Champions League final due to flu may indeed seem strange, especially considering the context of players often facing adverse conditions to take part in decisive games. The Champions League final is the pinnacle of club football, and for a player like Lunin, who competes for position with one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Thibaut Courtois, missing this opportunity seems almost inconceivable. Lunin has been at Real Madrid for some time now, and due to Courtois' injury he has finally had the chance to break through, especially with his decisive performances in the knockout stages against top-flight teams like RB Leipzig and Manchester City. This would be, without a doubt, the biggest opportunity of his career so far, a chance to establish himself as a starter at one of the biggest clubs in the world. The decision to spare Lunin due to the flu may raise suspicions and questions about the true reasons behind this choice. In football, it is common to see players playing with injuries and under much more compromising physical conditions, especially in games of such importance. This raises the question: Is there something more going on behind the scenes than the simple justification of avoiding contagion in the delegation? Furthermore, the news from 2 weeks ago stating that Courtois would be the starter regardless of Lunin's situation adds a layer of complexity to this situation. Carlo Ancelotti, known for his merit-based approach, would normally choose the informed player with the best recent performance. If Lunin really was decisive in the previous stages, it would be logical to think that he would deserve to start the final. However, Ancelotti is also an experienced coach who understands the importance of experience and safety in high-pressure games. Courtois, with his record of big matches and his return after 9 months of recovery, brings a level of confidence that could be crucial in a final. If there is a decision to be made between a goalkeeper slightly weakened by the flu and another fully recovered and experienced, the balance could naturally tip towards Courtois. Ultimately, Lunin's situation could be a reflection of the complexities and pressures within a club like Real Madrid, where decisions are not just technical, but also strategic and psychological. Regardless of the reasons, this choice adds an element of drama and uncertainty to Real Madrid's preparations for the Champions League final. But tell me, what did you think of all this? Who would play on your team? Would you play in a Champions final even if you were sick? Tell me in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and follow me for more videos.